Wednesdays at 10 a.m. right here on KZCC 106.1 and 104.5 FM. Make sure to tune in and keep it on for Community Radio's version of a slow motion train wreck. You will hear our take on some of the world's oddest news, our mind droppings, and general banter from your favorite radio friends, me and Dick Schisler. We are also available on all of your favorite podcasting platforms.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com. That's right. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio here on irlonestar.com worldwide. Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. This is Dick with Mornings with Lone Star. And if you're hearing my voice, that means we are live in the studio on YouTube, Facebook. Just look up Lone Star Community Radio because we're going to talk about a really fun event that's been going on for quite a while here in the area of the Montgomery County, especially in the Woodlands, because I have a returning guest. We have Roxanne Davis. What a name. I love it. And I bet you love it too, don't you?
Thank you. Yes.
And she is, I would call you just the super volunteer now. I mean, is that fair?
That's pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm 90% retired, so I'm still part-time staff, just making sure, helping my beloved YMCA with all the events that I help create and direct, over my 30-year career.
Because you created the event we're going to be talking about.
Right. I was part of the inaugural event.
No, yes, you're the only one. You're the only one. I know. No.
So, yes, I am their best volunteer ever.
I like it. So we're going to be talking about Dancing with the Stars, and you probably heard that before, guys. If it's a TV show. I think I've seen it. I think I saw Emmett Smith dance.
Yes.
And I was like, that's Emmett Smith. He was a football player, and he was really good. Now he's dancing. This is interesting. So that's one thing I like about the concept is you get to see people do something that you wouldn't normally see.
Yes, they come way out of their comfort zone.
Yes.
Way out of their comfort zone.
And what the Y does, you've been doing it, I believe, since 2013 or 12?
So this will be our 9th annual. Unfortunately, we had to take about a 3-year hiatus when COVID hit.
Yeah.
It's hard to ballroom dance and social distance
6 feet apart.
Yeah.
6 feet apart.
Yeah.
That was great dancing.
Yeah.
So what people need to know about this is a fundraiser for the Y, and I put links in the description, so if you want more information about the event, I believe it's on April 26th.
Yes, this Friday.
This Friday, and you can buy tickets, and then you can also support a dancer, and then it's an actual event. This isn't like it's a show and food, and it's a fun thing, and I imagine, is there any voting going on?
Actually, it's how it works is when you donate, that's really the vote. So the person who wins the Mirror Ball Trophy is the individual who has raised the most dollars.
And I want to say that's Jill Campbell right now because she's already 152% over.
Everybody has a different goal.
Yeah.
So, based on, who they know and what they're comfortable with. And then, you'll be able to donate right up to the, almost to the end of the event when the awards are given. So, those dollars, hopefully those dollars are going to keep going up. It's all about the dollars raised for the kids we'll serve and not about winning that award.
See, I like a little competition edge to fundraisers because what's neat about this event, I would consider it just kind of like a party. Like there's food, and then like you get to have entertainment, which is these people who are local community leaders or volunteers, and they're going to be dancing. And I can guarantee you all of them aren't professional dancers. Pretty much all of them aren't.
Oh, yeah. Let's just say there'll be some humor and laughter all mixed in together.
Well, I think Taylor might think he's an actual dancer. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, Taylor Cobian is a buddy of mine. And he's the main guy, X-Fit her. He's been on the show. And all I know is he's in shape. So he has that advantage, I guess, if that's what is required. But I put a list. There's a list on there, guys, that you can see everyone participating in the event, and it's kind of fun to see, and you're participating.
Yes. So I've come full circle from event director.
This is the first time, too.
Yes, to cast member, something I've always wanted to do.
So Roxanne has the upper hand on everybody because she knows how this works. And
yeah, but I have never taken a dance lesson in my life.
Really?
So,
Okay, that's
I was a band member and athlete.
So you can make music,
not a dancer. So I can I've got rhythm.
Okay,
so yes,
there
I do have rhythm.
And let's talk about the event itself. So on the 26th this Friday, it starts at what time?
The event starts at 6, so we'll start with this lovely buffet dinner, hosted by the fabulous Woodlands Waterway Marriott.
Yeah,
the
we've all been
event
there.
capital of the Woodlands. And then the program and dancing will start approximately around 7 o'clock.
Okay.
It's very family friendly.
Yeah.
Casual dress, bring the kids, and the entertainment is just quite unique. There'll be a lot of laughing and dancing and great music and costumes, and then everybody else will also have a chance to hit the dance floor once the program is
that's
over.
what I was wondering, because you
Yeah.
know there's going to be that one fool going like, I could dance better than these people.
Yeah.
And then they get the opportunity to do it afterwards. That's so
Yes.
much fun.
Yeah.
And what people don't know, this goes towards the Y, and if I'm reading it correctly, it's the annual Be the Change campaign,
Yes.
which is a great name for a campaign,
Yes.
by the way.
Right.
And the YMCA, personally in our family, has been kind of like an ongoing thing. I know that my dad was involved, and also we got Scott Harper across the street.
Yes.
I know he's
my buddy Scott. Yes.
he was involved, and I actually worked out at the Y for like I don't know how long, like 10 years, and then I loved it because it was very you don't think of the Y as I can work out there. You think of it as like, because I used to play t-ball there
Right.
and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then as I got older, I was like, you can actually work out there. You can actually use all these great facilities.
Yes.
And it's not just a community facility. It's like, I'm an individual. I'm a young single guy. I'm going to go work out.
Yes. I always say almost everybody has a Y story if they really think about it. From learning to swim at the Y, play sports.
Yes.
And it just gets, as we say, you've drank the Kool-Aid and it will remain with you.
I remember, you're going to love this story. When I was playing t-ball, I grew up in a family of five brothers and sisters, and I was the youngest. So I always grew up watching them compete. And I remember going to the Y for the first time. I was probably like 5 or 4 doing t-ball. And I was upset that no one was following the rules of baseball because everyone would just go for the ball. It's just like it's a rat race. And I remember like I told my dad, I was like, why aren't they following the rule?
Yeah.
But I think that's part of the charm, in my opinion. So
Yes, everybody's a winner at the Y.
Yeah.
So we want everybody
No,
to
I
be
get it.
successful
I get
and not
it.
discouraged and then build up the skills and build up the self-confidence and self-esteem.
I just considered it practice.
Yes.
That's what.
Yes.
That's what I was.
Well, I my first Y story was at the old Conroe YMCA. The pool was in downtown Conroe. That's where I learned to swim many decades ago.
Look at that.
So
It's insane. And then I know that Conroe Y is looking for a home because the city of Conroe actually, I guess they just rebranded the facility.
Yeah, the city of Conroe bought the Conroe YMCA property. During COVID, we had some tough decisions to make.
Yeah, well, y'all are a nonprofit. So, again, let's remind people they're a nonprofit. Donate.
We want to be back in the community. We're just looking for the right piece of property.
Yeah.
It won't be the big 100 acres,
Yeah.
like it was, and be more of a traditional facility. So we're in the process of finding that right location so we can continue to serve the Conroe community. But remember, the Woodlands Y is just right down the
Yeah.
street, so we're still here serving the community.
Well, the Y has an interesting history because, like, I remember growing up in Houston, the Y was like they even had a place you could stay,
Yes.
like overnight, and it was I wouldn't say it was a homeless facility, but it was like a
Very
transition,
affordable.
very affordable. I call it like a transitional
Yes,
facility.
very affordable.
And that concept has actually grown really big in Houston now. I saw them on Good Sunday Morning on CBS. I don't know if you saw that a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
And basically, that's how they're tackling the homeless problem. Like, well, the YMCA was doing something like that 50 years ago, guys. Like,
That's really how the Y was created, addressing the critical needs of the community.
yeah,
And that's what
and
we've
depending
always
on
done.
what community you're in. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
So, well, then, what kind of problems are the Woodlands having? I'm just kidding.
I know everybody thinks, because of the Woodlands, there's no need, but you're so wrong. There are so
yeah.
many needs in the community. People never know. You wake up one morning and all of a sudden, you're now a single family.
Yeah.
The major, income earner has left.
Mm-hmm.
And now you've got a single mom with kids. What she can do, she needs to go back to work, but she can't afford childcare. The Y is right there to help her in so many different ways.
Let's talk about that. So the Y, I would say, like, it has so many facilities to fit people's needs. So you also have your recreational needs, meaning you got the t-ball, you got the parks, you got the workout facilities, you got the pools. You have like basically where you can take your kids and they can learn to swim, like you learn to swim. But then there's a whole nother world to it.
Right.
And let's talk about that. So what things are the YMCA doing today helping out the community and when it comes to like needs?
When you first think of the Y, a lot of times you think of a swim and gym.
Yeah.
But we are so much more. We're a nonprofit charitable organization providing social services. and there are so many needs addressing food insecurity. There are so many families who are just living day to day who can barely, do I put food on the table? Do I fill my car up with gas?
Yeah.
Do I pay my rent? They have to make these difficult decisions. And our YMCA Community Outreach Service Centers are helping these families. They may need temporary help. They may need long-term help. And we provide enrichment after school. So if those parents are working, those children have a safe place to go. We're providing them with swim lessons, taking swim lessons to a family that can barely afford to feed their family. There's no additional funds to teach those children how to swim, but yet they're living in an apartment with the pool right there that has no lifeguard, and swim lessons is a life skill that everybody needs.
They just need to throw them in.
Yeah, so we do water safety programs, and all of these programs are provided at no cost.
Do you guys do the crazy one where, like, if it's an infant swimming? You ever heard of that?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You ever heard about that? It's like, because I remember, like, I learned to swim at the Y, but I was probably, like, started at 2 or 3, kind of around that age. But it's very simple, like, ease in. But someone was telling me, like, oh, now they do, like, it's like a rescue infant thing, so it teaches the infant to go on its back.
So it's all about water safety. What happens if you fall in the water? That's survival.
Yes.
Roll over, get to the side, and then create the water awareness, safety awareness to the kids and parents that are standing nearby what to do.
Yeah.
So it's just all about water safety.
And the website, YMCAHouston.org, has kind of like the general programs you guys offer. So I encourage folks who do have a need, the YMCA might be able to provide it.
Yes.
So look up the website and see what's going on, because you got to take advantage of that stuff. And one thing the Y does well is they're welcoming. So don't feel afraid and nervous. Correct. It's like they make it so easy just to get in there and help. And then especially with the recreational side, so easy. So if you're looking to put your child in something, it's so easy to do it. It
right.
really
and with
is.
Summer coming up, summer day camp, summer sports, summer swim lessons, and we have some great programs for teens, teen leadership programs to help those teens figure out what is their next step in life, or they're just struggling with what teens are struggling with these days.
Yeah.
I have found with the Y, sometimes it's the simple things that people are needing. A grandmother all of a sudden is responsibility of her grandchildren, and she just needs a healthy role model in this child's life. It might be a volunteer sports coach. It might be a summer day camp counselor. You just never know what the needs are.
Well, let's say that too. If you're looking for a job,
yes,
a summer job,
very much so.
I mean, I remember I wanted when I was coming back for home, my dad's like, "Are you gonna go volunteer at the Y?" And I'm like, I don't want to do that. But then he's like, well, I'm disappointed. So I never actually volunteered. I should think about that, especially in baseball. But
yes, there's lots of volunteer opportunities. But yes, many people, their first job is at the YMCA, whether it's a lifeguard or a youth sports referee or working the front desk or summer day camp counselor. It's a great part-time job to coordinate with your school schedule.
Yeah.
It's a great learning opportunity.
And let's talk about locations. So you have, I believe there's 2 locations in the Woodlands.
In the Woodlands, we have 2 locations. The original location, the Shadowbin location, right off Research Forest and Gosling in that area. And then 20 years ago, we opened the Branch Crossing YMCA a little west as the Woodlands expanded west, the Kirkendall Woodlands Parkway area. And then more recently, on the east side of I-45, the Holcomb Family YMCA, serving more the Imperial Oaks, Rayford Road, Oak Ridge area, and that 99 area, has been open for about 2 years. It's an outdoor concept right now. It's an outdoor facility, and we have a brand new pool that just opened, so it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm used to the one, I believe if it's still there on Sage Road, I think. Is it Sage?
We have YMCAs all over the greater Houston area.
Yeah,
yes.
It's insane.
Yes.
And, but yeah, so I put the website, and especially for this Friday's event, all that money goes into that specific program.
Right,
correct?
It all stays here locally, so it goes to the Woodlands Family YMCA, so we can serve the families, children, kids, teens, seniors who need a hand up. They just need some help to make it to the next day. We're all about empowerment and encouragement and strengthening the foundations of the community.
And I got to ask, what are you doing in prep for dancing? I mean,
we work with this fabulous dance studio, the Fred Astaire Dance Studio in Hughes Landing. So we've got professional instructors, and my instructor is Jesus. He's awesome. I have learned so much from him. And so we've all been practicing a couple hours a week and leading up to Friday's performance.
Okay, so let me ask you this, because I know a little bit about the show, the TV show. Is there theme dancing? Because I remember there being theme dancing.
No, this one is really all about
like what fits your.
I've always said, what song just puts a smile on your face? We
Okay.
all have this favorite song, so we kind of start with that. And that typically drives the genre of the music, the style of dance based on the song you select.
So can you tell me?
So
your song?
I have learned, rather than pick a theme, it allows everybody to really, because they're already stepping so far out of their comfort zone. Pick a song you really like or the style. If you asked me to country and western dance, I would not be a happy camper. But so that's just not my favorite genre.
So that's not
we're
your
not.
song.
We're letting people select and just making sure we have a nice variety.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go.
You're putting a lot of funny things in my mind right now. I was like, what I really want to do is like sneak in there, and you're about to start your dance, and I just put like Brooks and Dunn on. I'm like, let's see what she can do.
My family would be happy with that, but not me. I don't even own a pair of cowboy boots, and I'm a native Texan. So what does that tell you?
That's we just haven't found the right boots yet.
Yeah.
How about that? The boots called to you.
Yeah.
And so it's a great event. Tickets are still available for individuals.
Yes.
And do you have any like tables available?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can buy an individual ticket, or you can buy a table of 10 and just come have fun. Like I said, it's family friendly, just business casual. It's not a formal gala, so we make it fun. We make it comfortable. And we also have an awesome silent auction with sports memorabilia autographed by some of your favorite athletes, like the Earl Campbells of the world, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And all of those dollars will help go right back into our campaign so we can help more kids and more families.
Okay, that sounds like so much fun. So it starts at 6 o'clock, I believe.
Doors open. Dinner starts at 6. Program dancing will start about 6:45, 7 o'clock.
All right, Roxanne. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun. That's the the Woodlands Dancing with the Stars, right? If I said that correctly.
Yes.
And all the money goes to the YMCA locally here in the Montgomery County area.
Come join us.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Roxanne, thank you so much for coming in, talking about this. Guys, again, if you want any information about the event, I put links down below. Here is, let's see. I lived at the Lexington KY YMCA in the early 70s. Someone just wrote that in.
Wow.
If I'm reading that
everybody's got a
correctly.
watch story.
So there you go. Oh, my God. See, there we go. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio, Mornings with Lone Star. Again, thanks to the YMCA and the Woodlands, Roxanne Davis being in the studio talking about Dancing with the Stars happening this Friday. Tickets are available. I put the link to the ticket. And also support a dancer. Pick one, and hopefully that person gets is it a trophy?
Pick me.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I'm going to put that in there. I got to see. See, you're not doing too bad at all.
Yeah, I keep upping my goal. I have so many generous friends and family members supporting me.
Look at this picture.
I did that.
Is that you?
That's me. I just,
I got to show people this. I'm going to show the guys on Facebook, YouTube. You guys see this? Look at this picture of her.
Yeah.
That's great. That's awesome. And so you just click on the link. It'll take you to the YMCA's website, and especially for this event, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back with more music and more guests. If you ever want to be on the show, don't hesitate to reach out. Lone Star Community Radio, irlonestar.com, and we'll get back to some music. Thanks for tuning in.
What is homelessness? Have you seen parents struggle to find a job without having